I am having the most wonderful meal. It's just, my kind of thing, just right now with the full moon coming on in Leo. Um, Talk about why Aquarius, in the Aquarius season, we have Valentine's Day. Well, of course, the moon is full once a year in Leo, and Leo rules the heart. And so here we have the Leo moon here, and but I find that sometimes it seems like most of the time I don't have a very big desire, unless it's like a Taurus moon or something like that. But I don't have a big desire to like chomp down and eat heavy things, which I should just stay on a steady regimen of kind of like. And so, but I had to eat something today, and then just stirred up in me. It just came up where I just was able to get the beets and the cucumber and the guacamole mixed the way I like it. Just anyway, I wanted to talk about the flare in narcissism, the subject matter. What is there a problem? Is there not a problem? All this has just really come to light. Gaslighting being the word of the year for somebody said that, and I so it's 80% of people who are stricken with the disease of leaning towards the southerly kind of narcissist. And so, man, that's a lot, high percentages, high percentage. There isn't a way that you're avoiding these people. And big time study, you can't be naive. It's really important to know that, like, this is what's going on the planet. There are people who are suffering so bad, um, and they are the narcissist. Um, and so it's hard to work with them. They, sorry, I keep saying, they're not as self-reflective as the next person that it just notices things more. Really, there's all kinds of diagnoses that come along the lines with just this immaturity of an awareness that doesn't see their mind, and they don't see through it somehow. I don't know, baby. It's really not anybody's business until you start trying to work with them. And the thing is, it's like, okay, so for me, I mean, isn't it the truth for you guys? And boy, isn't it ever so sharp as ever now that you just don't deal with people. You mind your own business, right? You don't deal with those kinds of people. I mean, the vibrational frequency is not you. You don't vibe with them. Period. It's like you don't align. Boy, um, do you have to align with people? Really, what aligns you is that you have something between you. Might be a fucking long conversation, man, but there's a lot to talk about. Blame it on Mars inching forward into squaring Neptune. Right before then, we have a Leo moon, which is very narcissistic. I mean, Leos are like number one prone to be narcissists because they're sun ruled, and they just think that the whole universe revolves around them, and they're kind of funny because I don't want to talk about it, but it's just they have a huge ego, and they're really actually wusses. Go to bed at 8:30. Oh, it's time to Scorpio out. What happened to you? So it squares Scorpio. They're kind of clueless about Scorpio. They are. It's like Pluto. Forget it. They're so. It's like turn the lights out. Yeah, shut the door. uh, because the adults are doing something now, and we're going to grow up a little bit. Blah blah blah. That's the problem that we have with 80% of the people is that they are stuck in being immature. The mind is an immature place to get hung up on, because we have our bodies, and then we have the outer space. That's what we have between us. That's a really good thing too, because I was thinking, well, maybe we have a water fountain, or maybe we're flying a kite, or like I like to tell the story about this guy. I mean, um, I know I think I would know his face, but not really. I only know him when there's an amazing sunset, and I used to run out and watch the sunset. I don't do it as much anymore, but I would do it just to go and look at the sunset at the view just around the corner here, get in my car, and he would be there. Sometimes it would just be me and him, and he'd be looking at the sunset, and I would be looking at the sunset, and we wouldn't really say to each other, but pretty soon, like after so many years of meeting this guy, it was like almost a romantic thing that we didn't really converse. We just kind of acknowledged that each other was there. I don't know, but that's what we had between us, and it's not a very good thing to establish, but that's what I mean by just keeping it like that. You know, a narcissist would say, you know what, I think we should go to the circus now. Come on, friend, sunset friend. It's like ruin the sunset friend. Anyway, they are the ones that can ruin a shit sandwich. It's like they are abusing a glass of water right in front of you. Very, very different people than me. And so we don't really, do you know that nowadays, I was going to say we don't really jive. I need to fucking finish my sentence. God, Pluto. Not that I was even better before, but maybe I'll get a grip on it now. No, writing is better. Anyway, getting back to these people that, for me, babe, nowadays, see, I've been privileged enough to just, I work and I mind my own business, and, you work with people, and if you're lucky, you're not being bugged because they realize that you're a good worker. They're just gonna, we're not, okay, so, goddamn, narcissists have a problem with communications. That's where you will find big hang up. First of all, they talk. Now, it's not like they're saying anything at all. If you notice, they'll talk about their family a lot. They'll talk about their job, their family, their family, their job, their job, their family, their family, and their job. And then after a while, this is me, babes. I'm a loner, and I don't have a family. I'm sorry, and I don't fucking care about your fucking job. What kind of a good job are you doing anyway? Excuse me, pardon me. After a while, it's like, you don't know what family is. Well, family, we got, then it's like, you know what, family, you don't know what that is until you don't know what a good friend is. You don't know that the role of a good friend in each other's lives is far more superior than family. That's the truth, people. Friend. Good friends. So I'm dealing with one right now, and I can tell that the bastard fucking piece of shit, excuse me. You don't give him this anger, you don't give him your frustration, but I'm a fucking super sensitive person, and these people need to be corrected. Correct them. No. And it just weighs on you. If you're anybody like me, I'm a healer and I'm a soul worker, and it's like you just, oh God. So that time it was like that. Now they said that, but it wasn't like that. They didn't stick with that, and you know what I mean. You start putting these things, and pretty soon, like I can only get 3 of them in there. I'm like, you know what? That's enough. I need to talk to you about something. We're not even fucking, especially if we're not really associating, and it's obvious we don't align, and I don't give a fuck about you and your fucking yuppie, pseudo-intellectual, maxi zombie fucking doobly world that you live in. You have met, not your match here, but you're looking at a crossroads. If you're dealing with me, you're fucking calling me to help you, and then you're gonna tell me shit. Like a fucking narcissist. And then end up saying, well, I'm just trying to have a conversation, and I'm fucking gonna tell you. Have a better conversation than that. And you just can't. You poor little fuckers! What are we gonna do with you? Here's what's gonna happen. Thank God! When God enters into the very molecular structure of the human being, which is to say, when Pluto enters into fucking Aquarius, we're going to see, but basically you're going to see more and more of it. And don't let these people target you and try to fucking drag you into their goddamn unbelievable, fictitious fucking drain. They are not real people. Look closely. They probably have enough money to fuck with people and continue on with a fucking microcosm of racketing. Excuse my fucking emotionality with Uranus squaring my moon. But these fucking people pin. They don't have a real conversation because eventually they pin it on you that you can't have a conversation. Now you're going to have a conversation about a conversation. I fucking hate it! And it's like, how do you not get so irritated with them and break down and say, you know what, you need. See, this is where I am learning a little bit more and more. It's like, okay, so when that happens, when these stupid idiots gaslight and they're going to have a conversation about a conversation, they love to have a conversation about a conversation that happened in the past. And everything. They can't seem to pull a conversation up unless it's from the past. And there's such a thing as forward thinking. They don't think forward, and they're not. You know what? They are fucking downers at the core. They are downers. They are not happy. Not happy. They are living in a fucking cult of guilt-tripping shit to where they're so fucking angry that they can't fucking live. And they're certainly not going to let you live after a while. You hang around with them long enough, you're going to be put on their fucking cross or something, right? Some of them are so fucking infected right now and fucked up. What the fuck are we gonna do? We fucking are more disciplined than they are. We fucking eat our breakfast in the morning and then we go and we get there on time. The first thing they'll do is accuse you of everything that they don't know how to do. Well, you didn't have breakfast, you didn't get there on time and shit. It's like, nah. You listen to their fucking conversation. I'm sorry that I just don't have fucking patience, right? Who has fucking time and patience? Why is this happening to us? If you're anybody who can see it, it's like, okay, so why do we have to pull up on the shit that you can't seem to take care of and then actually be thumbed down about it because you guys have the narcissist has such a shitty fucking view of themselves to the very core. They are worthless to themselves. They are not even there to the point that who knows? You can detect one from the next, but that's just the real thing that's going on to where if you choose to go work with them and say, hey, and you give them a compliment, you can just feel them going, you know what? No, it isn't. No, I'm not. And you like me, you're a fucking loser because you're here with me. That's how they are. And that's the fucking height of their emotionality with you as far as when you get close enough to them. Well, you must be a fucking shit pot for hanging around me. And it's like, no, actually, I have a job to do. See, what I've done in my past, it's been happening. I don't know if it's been in the past 3 years, but I have a natural just repellent, fucking be alone before you fucking surround yourself with these fucking shallow people. And then so I just go off. Today, I told one, I said, you want me to put you to work, motherfucker? And what happens? This is fucked up. I'm working with a fucking, a goddamn mental case and a half. If you're listening to this and you're one of these kinds of people that can't seem to finish things for some reason, you just can't seem to pay attention, you don't want to do it, you don't have any joy in your life, have the respect for people like me and other people who know how to manage their inner core and outer and just give and give and give. You're not giving shit when you're giving whatever gift you went, because it's not the thought that counts. It's really not. That's something the mind made over there. It's the thought that counts. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. The truth and reality counts, and if you pay attention there, maybe we can fucking agree. No. Fuck your agreeing and disagreeing, and I'm sorry. This is my emotionality. And it's just me here, babes. And it's like, okay, so I can see where God is trying to push me. It's like, are you going to be a counselor? Are you going to more and more? Are you going to find a way to pull people out of it? Are you going to study? How much are you going to be fucking exposed to this shit that you're going to be able to fucking say, now you have the religious, guilt-tripping fucking narcissist over there, and they are living in a cult. They are so fucking miserable about their families. They don't know what a friend is. They're not a good friend to each other. Now, if you just translate the shit that they bring up to you, that I had to fucking listen to today about, and well, by the way, it's because you just don't know that you just gotta stay on that phone. No, you don't. Friends. Now let's talk about friends. Can you compare friends to your family? And if you can't do that, then you're living in a goddamn cult where you fucking have a grave in the backyard waiting for you because you're not gonna act a certain way. And friends don't treat each other that way, honey. Friends don't treat each other that way. Friends fucking leave each other alone. They call each other if they have an inkling of, if they have an intuition, they keep in touch, but they're not like on each other's asses. And then certainly it's like, well, what are you going to do for your birthday? Can I hang out? It's not like, well, I'm going to ruin your fucking birthday because I'm an immature piece of shit. This is a fact about fucking narcissists, especially parents and any fucking siblings. If they're a narcissist, first of all, they're rotten to the core. Comment section down below. Very common. You have one near you, they'll ruin your birthday. They'll ruin your fucking joy. They're just sucking the fucking joy out of the air. They fucking hate you if you have fucking joy. What the fuck are we gonna do about this shit, man? Because I can't, it's like, okay, so I can barely handle this. Okay, the next time, I would really love to have a real conversation with these fucking stupid, dopey fucking pieces of shit. When they try to fucking pit their family being more important than a fucking basic, just to be present with each other respectfully. What is a friend? A good friend, babe, is the highest role that even your mother can be towards you if you're lucky. Your father can become a good friend of yours, your sister, your brother, your priest, your dentist, your clerk, your teacher. You get the idea there's such a thing as the highest role that you could be. Like, okay, so wives and husbands, they never say if they're sane people and they're not fucking, you know what? Narcissists are the ones who get married and they get a divorce too. They don't know. I mean, it's become a narcissist thing anymore. It's just to get married, and then what else? Um, they'll get a divorce, get married, like they'll get up to 3, and then they'll get up to like 60 years old, and it's like, oh, should I get a divorce? No, I'm a little bit too tired. No, I'll just stay on it, and then they fucking stay and fucking rot in a piece of shit. Not a real relationship there. Love doesn't live there. All this stuff is gonna change in the Aquarius age. Fuck you and your fucking traditions and all this crap that you're doing. That the poor kids are having to fucking they just sitting there going, okay, I gotta make sense out of all this crap. No, you don't. Run for the hills. Get away from these fucking sickos. This planet is full of them.